welcome back to Studio 33 Art by Kay. I've just been doing a little bit of experimenting today, and I've experimented with laying down some paints, then covering them with a white cell activator, which showed virtually no cells, then coating it with the black cell activator, and it's just amazing the type of cells that you get. So I'm just going to do that one for you today. This is just a small 150 millimeter by 150 millimeter tile, and I'm just wiping it over with some isopropyl alcohol to clean it. It's not very stable, that's all right. So I'm just going to be putting the colors down, and I'll tell you what they are as we go. So first of all, I've got the Global Warm Blue, so I'm just going to drizzle this all over the tile, just in a chevron effect. I find that works quite well for my drizzles. I'm then going to be putting down the Global Cool Red. Hopefully we won't get too much muddying going on between the colours. Obviously when they blend a bit you get other colours being created. This is the Global Ultraviolet. All my paints today have been mixed with Australian Floetrol, except for the metallic copper, which I'm going to be using, which is a pre-mixed pouring paint. Now I haven't laid down a base because I'm going to be putting enough colours that there won't be needed for that. So this one's the metallic purple from Global. So mostly non-metallics, just with a couple of metallics in here today. Fair bit of purple going on. And a bit of a bright blue, which is the Eraldo Metallic Brilliant Blue, which is a lovely colour. Haven't got much left of that, so I'll just put a few pops of that in, as much as I can get away with before it runs out. And those colours should sort of all blend together in a sec. And I'll just put some of the warm blue back on there because it's just about disappeared. So I'll use that to fill in the gaps. Like that. Okay. And then I'm going to put a little bit of the metallic copper, which is the Eraldo Acrylic Pouring Paint Metallic Copper. So as I say, it has no Floetrol added to it. And just shimmy that across. Right, so we've got everything covered. That's pretty well covered, a little bit there. Make sure the sides are covered. Rightio. So now I'm going to just get a couple of playing cards. You can use whatever you like to do your swipe. You can use a bit of plastic. You can use a trowel or whatever you would like to use that's soft and you can drag down. I'm just going to hit it with the heat tool now. Right, so now I'm going to put some of the Eraldo di Paolo, it's the white mixed with the Eraldo diamond. Now I'm not expecting to get much in the way of cells at this point. This is literally just a swipe going over the colours here. So here we go, just very lightly. Drag it down, trying to maintain contact, but don't press too heavily. Whoops. Okay. Now I'll use a fresh side. Always make sure you wipe your card off and use a fresh side. Right, so putting some more on there. And down we go again. Hopefully maintaining contact. Now that cell activator was actually a base paint, so it was mixed with Australian Floetrol. and a tiny bit of water. But it was to the consistency that I usually use for a base. So just a little mound for a couple of seconds before it disappears in. Whereas a cell activator, I would usually have a lot thinner than that. So I'm just going to hit it with the heat tool now. And now the next step is I'm going to use the Amsterdam Oxide Black that's been mixed with Australian Floetrol, 1 part paint to 4 parts Floetrol. And again, I've just put that on the card and I'm going to swipe down and let's see if we can get those cells coming up with the colours from underneath. Here we go. And straight away, look at that. And that's through the white. It's still bringing up all those colours. And what it's doing for us is the black is sinking down, but it's allowing the white to come in as react like a cell activator. I love it. So now I'm just preparing the next card, the cell activator. There we go. Now I'm just going to do the same, bring it over the top of the white. And immediately those beautiful cells come up. I'm just loving that, how the cells are surrounded by the white, even though I've used the black over the top. It's a bit blurry through there, I'm not sure why. Okay, so there's something quite different. I'll just use the heat embossing tool. So we've ended up with little black cells and white cells, blurry cells, a bit of everything there. So it's going to be interesting to see how this turns out once I do my little bit of wrecking lines through there and do a little spin out. So I'm now going to be turning this into a drizzle, swipe, so double swipe, wreck and spin. I'm just going to do some wrecking lines in here. Always make sure you wipe your skewer or chopstick off between wrecks, otherwise you're going to muddy your colours. I always love the beginning of any wreck. How you get those little bits there that form like flowers. They're just lovely. Not much coming up in the dark areas there. Another little one through here. Okay, I'm loving that. How that white is outlining it. Even though when I first swiped with the white, it just coated it over really. But by putting the black over it, it's allowed that to create beautiful cells. Who would have thought? Okay, so now I'm just going to spin this out a little bit, not too much, and then I'll come in with my usual few little balloon kisses. Won't be a moment. All my viewers who love the purples are going to love this one, aren't they? Okay, I'm just going to hit it with the heat tool again just to clarify some more cells. That's really beautiful. Not much of the red came through. There's a little spot of it there, which I don't particularly like that. In the middle of nowhere. Just cover that over. Right, so I think I'll just do a couple of little balloon kisses on there. Might just do a finger pop first just to see how that's going to come up. Oh yeah. Don't want to make them too big actually, so I might just use my finger rather than the balloon. Don't want them to be great big kisses, just little ones, just to create some interest in there. Just very subtle little kisses in there. Don't want them to be too overly-takery. Is that a word? Overly-takery? Is now. Very subtle through there. Okay, so we might leave that like that. Very interesting, and I'm loving how the white cells have come up just because I swiped over them with black. Prior to that, nothing much was happening. So, very pretty little piece, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that one today. And I'll bring you down for a close-up. Okay, so here we are coming down for the close-up of this very interesting piece. There's some absolutely beautiful lacing and cells in here. You can see I've just done some little finger popping kisses there. I didn't want anything big. And some lovely wrecking lines, just look there. And the cells have it's just really, really interesting, something different. Lots of different cells there. It'd be interesting to see what this would be like using them with different colours, which I will do. Okay, so that's that one for today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that and learned something about a double swipe, and have a go yourselves and see what results you might get. And please, if you want to ask any questions, do so in the comments. And if you'd like to go to my Facebook page, Studio 33 Art by Kay. Feel free to post any of your artworks on there so I can see what you've been doing as well after you've seen some of my videos. Okay, speak to you soon, guys. Bye-bye.